Hello, my dear ones. This is Dr. Robert Morse, and I wanted to come to you and talk to you today about the COVID-19. This is a vital issue that's come down with this illusionary pandemic that's been put out there. This is some very tough times. It could be the end of human life as we know it. And so there's a lot of information keep coming out on this COVID-19 and the vaccines. So I wanted to talk with you how to protect yourself. I've been 50 years as a naturopathic immunologist. I've introduced the kidney and the skin connection to your immune system, which is your lymphatic system in your body. Medical doctors do not understand this system, and therefore they try to treat the symptoms that come when the lymphatic system backs up. And your lymphatic system is simply your sewer system. This is all the mucus you have in your body, all the pain, the swelling, that's all acids. And your lymphatic system deals with the removal of these acids through your kidneys and your skin. When you don't remove your metabolitic waste and acids and mucus produced by eating wrong food, all this builds up inside of you. And so when the body gets to the point where you're breaking down cells, a virus is released from that cell. And that virus then initiates an immune response we call inflammation. That immune response is your body's detoxification gear. Detoxification is nature's way of removing the unwanted chemistry that you're consuming, whether through your air you breathe, what you put on your skin, what you eat, what you drink. So what you put in the body makes a huge difference right now. Anything that's acid-forming foods, and you want to hit to our website, Dr. Morse's Herbal Health Club, read up all these studies, look up on the diets, and look up how you detoxify properly. Done through the night. But nerve and muscle, they don't believe it can ever be regenerated. Really? Well, we can regenerate any tissue in the human body. You have to know your chemistry, you have to know your physics, your electricity, you have to know how the body works a little bit, and allopathy just doesn't understand that yet. So us naturopaths have to teach them. But what beautiful to see a lady in a wheelchair that couldn't talk, couldn't, of course, obviously walk or anything, and now she's walking. We don't have any more videos past that one. We're looking in our archives to find all this. We located this one finally. We're looking for all her other videos of showing her when she first came into our center and how she looked in a wheelchair and all that for you. But we've been doing this, I've been doing this 50 years. The regeneration of the human body. And this is the level that humans need. All the genetic weaknesses in the children and in all of you, all the inflammation, the heavy lymph stagnation that's tearing all the tissues apart in the body, all the radiation we're exposed to. You know, radiation does the same thing. You can have nice tissue on the outside and burn yourself from the inside out and take the skin off, and that's what you see underneath. The average human has a lot of serious degeneration and atrophy in their body, especially as you get older, especially when you've been acidic all these years. Now, with that said, you have the younger people coming in here. None of the mothers and fathers out there, not too many of them, unless they've gotten on our channel, learn how to regenerate genetic weaknesses. So, rebuilt. That's tissue regeneration. So, this is what our school is aimed for. This is what we and our club teach you. This is what my classes are all about. How you regenerate the human body. Now this other one you're going to see is a lady with a great example of tissue regeneration, as I've been talking about for the last, how many years I've been on YouTube, 20 or 30, and been doing this for 50. I've been into regeneration when I was back as a fruitarian living in the woods. I knew by living just on fruit, watching the changes in my body, I knew what could cure. And I knew that the kidneys were a major component here, the adrenal glands. And so as I started practicing as a naturopath and seeing people and learning more, my experience back in living on as a fruitarian in the woods came into play a lot. So this gentleman came to me, he's a diabetic, type 2. He had a callus on the side of his toe, just a callus. And when the ears, nose, and throat guy, or the toe guy, whoever, cut this callus out, he ended up with nothing underneath it. So when you look at a callus is a bunch of dead cells and acids and metabolitic waste that are not pulled out of the body properly. So they're building up. And when these acids build up interstitially, and that could be anywhere in your body, you start breaking down cells. If a pathologist takes one, it could be a cancer cell, but it's just a cell breaking down because you're not removing the waste from that cell out of that region of the body. Because no one ever told you that the kidneys were the connecting link of the waste out of the human body. So when you build up waste in the human body, the blowback on the tissue is what you see in these pictures on this toe. Now, this gentleman was a diabetic. What diet did I put this gentleman on? I put this gentleman on 100% fruit. He's a diabetic. I put him 100% on fruit and nothing else, and I gave him an herbal program. The herbal diseases, there is cause and effect. And for you that are chemists out there, physicists, we can explain everything through chemistry and physics. There is no pseudoscience except for those in the medical community that would like to lie to you, that would like to control you, that would like to take your money and then would like to kill you. Because that's exactly what's going on right now, and it's what it looks like. There's no immunity. These vaccines are not developing immunities. And they're causing the body just the thing they're meant to cause, detoxification. So what they're doing is, because not enough of this graphene is enough to kill you, they're getting more. You need a second vac and a booster. So they're going to fill you with so much lead, because this is all lead based, and then you've got the mercuries. These are neurotoxins. Now what does lead do? Because remember, we don't even allow lead paints anymore, right? How come they're introducing lead into you then? You know, it's really, really messed up. So lead deprives cells of oxygen carrying capacity. So it really takes the oxygen right out of you and kills you from starvation of oxygen. That's just one little thing it can do. And then these spike proteins. I remember this one medical doctor said, there's lung formulas that break up hardened mucus. We've got all kinds of things to help you move yourself through this. I would suggest that you all go on a fruit diet now for the next couple of months. Detox your body, get on some herbs to get the kidneys filtering, get your adrenal glands up, get your nervous system up. You know, and if this is true, and some of the reports out there are really scary, is a couple of these scientists, we don't want to call them scientists, want to eliminate the human race. The human race is the foul on the earth. I mean, we've known that. Bill Gates has said that many times, that, you know, there's too many humans, and you're one of them. So be aware of that. Be aware of the one world order. They have in stone in Georgia 500,000 or 500 million people on this earth as a limit. And there's 8 billion on the planet. So if you all get inoculated, that's going to eliminate a lot. So you want to be very, very careful. If you can back up on vaccines, we're putting together on our website where you can go and maybe get forms to be hopefully freed from that, or given some type of, you know, whatever you call it, that you don't have to, you know, take the vac, but you want to be real careful. Matter of fact, any vaccine. Why are you doing vaccines? Do you know what a vaccine is? Most humans are acting like they don't even know what a vaccine is, because now they're playing the dumb game like everybody's got the COVID-19 after they got vaccinated. Well, yeah, the vaccine is COVID-19. You can't get immune. There's not a chemical out there that gets you immune to a virus by taking this chemical. You have to take whatever your body wants to get immune to. And the question is, do you really want immunity against viruses? Because all viruses are, guys, are detoxification little proteins. Now let's talk about the mRNA. There's a lot of fear about that it can change the DNA structures. So I want to go back to physiology a minute for those that are doctorates out there and nurses, if you've had that level. When you have cells that break down, right? And what side, because this is serious stuff, guys. So your saving grace. I know one site we were looking at recommends vitamins and minerals and all this stuff. No way are you going to be saved from that. No way. You're going to have to detoxify these proteins and these virals out of your body, but that's what they're for. Now, when cells are broken down in your body, they release memory RNAs of the cell. Those are the few pieces of DNA that get out of a cell if you study this. But they get out of the cell to initiate immune responses to that specific area and that specific cell, because that carries the memory of that specific tissue, that specific area. And that's where the body has to go to deal with this. But when you understand the lymphatic system, and you understand the lymphatic system is your immune system, is how the body eliminates these proteins and virals, and your lymphatic system is stagnant, that you can't remove this out because your kidneys aren't filtering, you're not sweating, that's when it all starts to go bad. That's when tissue starts accelerating its breakdown. That's when all this tumors start forming and things like this. So you got to dig in. Now a little positive note here. Because taking vitamins and minerals and doing a minor detox, you can forget that. You're in something here very, very deep. And the human race is at stake. So I would highly advise you guys to get yourselves on a great diet and get on some herbs, get those kidneys filtering, and dig deep into the human body. And get yourself cleaned up, get your nervous system up, get your lungs, your sinuses cleaned out, and you will have just a cold and flu-like symptom if you have none at all. Right? So this is Dr. Morse. Thank you so much. Dig in, detoxify your cells, and get yourselves healthy the only way. Thank you.